You literally have the free will to do whatever you want. You can change your reality however you want. You can influence the world in whichever way that you like. Almost 1 year ago, I bought a camera off of Facebook Marketplace and I borrowed my parents' money with the idea that I'm gonna try making money because I've started maybe 7 businesses before that. Whether it's YouTube channels, I tried starting an agency, I tried dropshipping, I tried all of that. I wanted to buy this camera to maybe do some senior photos, some other types of professional photography, and I was gonna learn photography on that camera in order to maybe make a few dollars here and there, and I was gonna try to start making income, like entrepreneurially from that, like from through a business with photography. And after I bought that camera, I was like, okay, let's put it back on Facebook Marketplace, see if I can sell it for more because I got it at a pretty good deal. Ended up selling it for like $125 more, and then after that, I've just been keep doing that, just keep buying cameras with the intention of reselling them. So I've done that over 100 times now, over the past year or so. One time I even, once again, back onto the point of free will, with my dad, I literally went and I lined up like 8 people in one trip from like one city to like another city that's like maybe 15 miles away from me, and we just lined up a bunch of trips and we just knocked it out one by one. We just kept messaging the people, and we got about like 8 cameras, like 6 to 8 cameras in one trip. And I literally went home and I still remember that situation. I had like all the chargers mixed up because after we bought one of the cameras and I paid for it, I just threw it in the back of the car. We went back and I had like all the different chargers mixed up. I had the batteries mixed up, and I was like, does this camera have 2 batteries or does the other one have 2 batteries? I had the cases mixed up. I was trying to make all of them work. Some of the batteries weren't charged. I was like messing around with SD cards, adapters, like little cleaning stuff for cameras, all of that. And I remember I was like stressed out. I had all the cameras laid out. I took like photos of it and everything. And it was such a memorable moment. And that was because I had the free will to kind of impose that onto the world. The reality becomes what you impose onto it. So you can literally change the world however you want, but reality is not gonna it's not gonna come to you. Like I'm literally a junior in high school now, so like halfway through high school or secondary school for like UK people, and it really doesn't feel like it. It feels like time has just been passing by in freshman and sophomore year. In sophomore year, basically all I did was, among other things, few psychological changes here and there, but mostly I just made about $16,000 through reselling cameras, which obviously is nothing small to scoff at, but it really kind of puts it in perspective. When I'm a junior now, I'm in the second half of high school, and it feels like I just entered. And literally, it feels like school just started yesterday, and it's already 1/8 through the school year. I only have 15/16 left, if that makes sense. It's just passing by so freaking fast, and you should just try to do as many experiences as you can. Just you know, here's an example to like kind of paint the picture for you. Elderly people, like old people, are said to be wise, right? It's because not because when you turn 80, suddenly you get some wisdom like put into your brain. It's not from aging itself that you become smarter. It's from the experiences that you've been through. It's from the things that you've tried. It's from the different companies that you've been in, the different jobs that you worked, the different people that you've met. You can literally go out right now for a walk and you can meet someone. The best people I've met, I just kind of bit the bullet. I kind of just shot my shot. I don't know if that's the correct way to say it. But I literally just walked up to them and I decided to meet them. I decided to introduce myself. And otherwise, I would never have met those people. They're not going to walk up to me. I have to walk up to them. Reality becomes what you impose onto it. If you want a certain reality, if you want to start making money, try something. Do anything. Go in any direction. You can see this video is pretty bad. It's kind of scuffed. I've done like stops in the middle, and I'm like not even speaking properly, and been making pauses. I'm not holding eye contact. I'm talking to the camera. I'm putting my advice out there, and you could literally pick up your camera. You could stop this video. You can pick up your phone, or if you're watching this on a phone, you can go to the camera app. You can go to your front camera, find a place to set it up, and then you can just talk about whatever you want, literally whatever. I got this from a YouTuber named Young James, who moved to Japan about 3 years ago, and I don't know him that well, not personally that well. I've talked to him a few times, but he's about 10 to 20,000 subscribers right now, I believe. And he literally was working as a waiter, and he decided, I can't be living the same life every single year, because he was just a waiter, kind of living the same repetitive life, and he didn't see much change. So he just decided to save up some money, move to Japan, and then attend language school there to like get the visa and all that, because you need to have some sort of education there or some sort of job in order to get a visa in order to be able to live and stay there. So he just went to language school there to learn the language, and he's met incredible people. He started yapping to a camera about 2-3 years ago, and he's at like 20,000 subscribers, and he's making money off the channel, and he has sponsors just by talking to a camera and giving his advice out there and trying something new, putting yourself out there in any direction. Just try anything. It's better than staying still. Staying still is maybe the worst thing that you could do. Even if you put yourself in a situation that ends up being kind of bad, like one of the YouTube channels I started was called Weight Loss Wonders. So you might be able to see that on YouTube. Weight Loss Wonders YT, at Weight Loss Wonders YT. It might be there. I don't really know. Or maybe just Weight Loss Wonders. I made about 6 shorts on a new YouTube channel where it was kind of like dopaminergic shorts where I just read off a script. They were horrible videos, even worse than this, like absolutely horrid videos. I just read off a script while I was in my room using like a cheap Chinese webcam, and I was reading off a Google Doc, and you could see the Google Doc reflection in my eyes, and it was very clear that I was reading off the script, no emotion or anything. And I was reading about how there's different ways for you to lose weight, because I don't know if you know who Hamza is, but he said to make a YouTube channel about your passion. I probably got the worst permutation of what could have happened out of starting that channel. The videos were horrible. I quit after like 6 or 7 videos. 6, 7. And the videos were, once again, they were very bad, and my school found them somehow. I literally don't even know. So that is maybe the worst thing that could have happened. And I'm in my Spanish class, and I'm trying to like do the work, and then there's like a substitute that day, so this guy decides to go around, he tells everybody, guys, subscribe to his channel. Obviously kind of like rage baiting, like he's trolling. He doesn't actually want me to get subscribers. He just wants to kind of show that I have a cringe weight loss YouTube channel. So everybody now knows about the channel. Everybody, like, word gets around the school that I have this Weight Loss Wonders YouTube channel, and everybody thinks that it's cringe. People are like making fun of me because of it. Honestly, wasn't even that bad. Most people have forgotten about it now. That's probably the worst thing that could have happened. Not even that bad. Not even that bad. And what I learned from that is I've learned a little bit of skills to actually contribute into this channel, and I've kind of primed myself. I've warmed myself up a little bit in order to make talking head videos, speak to the camera like this. I've gotten more experience. I learned more about content creation. I learned about what not to do, obviously. I learned to not show people my channel as much unless I'm proud of it. I learned to speak about something that I was actually more passionate about. I was passionate about weight loss, but like I just couldn't bear to see fat people, like, those obese people who are like in scooters in Walmart. If you're not American, you probably don't know, but I just couldn't stand to see it. So that's what I made the channel about. And now I've switched I've started this channel where I'm talking more passionately about helping young guys start making money, start, actually doing something, making something of their life. And it starts with just you putting yourself out there, doing whatever. People don't really care about you that much. I know you probably heard about this before, but you can literally do whatever you want, and people will mind their own business. People at my school are starting YouTube channels, and other people are supporting them, or they're just forgetting about it. They don't pay that much attention. They don't pay that much mind to it. Maybe their perception of you temporarily changes for a little bit, and then once you get successful, they're all going to come running back to you. They're going to be like, whoa, he actually made money from this. His videos are actually good. There's like a cringe quote. It's like, it's cringe or something. It's cringe until you win, until you're successful. Everything is cringe until you're successful. You have free will. Just go out and do whatever you want. A lot of stuff is not going to work. A lot of stuff that's not going to work is going to lead to you getting better outcomes. Because if you just, let's say you're in a Blackdo GTA map. You're in a little spot and you kind of know the general area around you. If you just walk in any direction, you're going to open up that map a little bit more. Now, maybe it's a bad area of the city. I don't know. Maybe there's nothing to do in that area. Maybe you made a bad choice. like starting the Weight Loss Wonders YouTube channel. But then you benefit from that. It opens up a new door. You walk in a new direction from there, and you improve. Now I've started this YouTube channel. Now I'm getting a lot better at speaking. This video itself is not going to be that good. It's like kind of going into a bad area. I know that. It's going to lead to a door where I get better outcomes, where I have exponential growth of this channel, where I become financially free, and I'm able to move somewhere at a young age, and I'm able to learn so much. I'm able to meet so many great people. Once again, you literally have free will. You can leave your house, you can walk 2 miles away from your house, and you can explore some park that you've never even seen before, that you've never experienced. You can, go in that park, you can go on a walk, you can meet someone, you can talk to the people, like the elderly people who are walking there. Maybe run up a little conversation. Maybe you see someone in a nice car parked, and you go up to them, you say, oh, that's a nice Lotus, that's a nice Lambo, probably not Lambo, but that's a Mercedes C63. That's a nice BMW M8, or I don't even know if they have M8. I don't know German cars like that. M3, for example. You go up to someone, you say, nice car, and they say, yeah, thank you, man. I just modded it, and you say, I'm into cars too. How'd you afford this? Oh no, they give you they're like, oh, here's how I did it. I'm actually hiring someone right now, and then maybe you even get a job. You don't know. You cannot guarantee anything. You cannot guarantee that if you go out and try to talk to somebody, that they're not going to offer you a job, or they're not going to end up being your mentor who teaches you how to acquire some sort of skill that you've been trying to learn. You cannot guarantee any of this. What you can guarantee, this is the most important part, what I'm trying to get at. What you can guarantee is that if you do the same thing every single day, and you never change, and you never try anything new, and you stay in your comfort zone, as cringe as it sounds, you're not going to go anywhere. The people who go the conventional way of going to college, after high school or after secondary school, they go to college/university, and then they get some mediocre degree in, I don't know, art or philosophy or computer science, God forbid, and then they get some mediocre job at, I don't know, even if it's like a nice company, like a big company, I don't know, let's say you get a computer science job at Google. That's a predictable life. You know exactly what the next step's going to be. What if you don't go to college? What if you don't go to university? What if you don't get a degree? What if, even if your parents are going to get mad at you, you just try something else? If you go to university, you know exactly what's going to happen. You might meet some interesting people there, and you might, I don't know, start some side project with them that you end up bringing into your 30s. Maybe. Not guaranteed. Not likely. You're probably just going to graduate, be 22 years old, in debt, maybe 26 or 28 or 30 if you're going to go for like a doctorate, or if you're going to get a bachelor or all this crazy degree stuff, and you're going to get like 12 hours of education to become a neurosurgeon. That's still predictable. You still know exactly what you're going to do. You're going to do all your degrees. You're going to go to I don't even know what it's called. You're going to go pre-med. You're going to study for your exams. You're going to graduate. You're going to be in debt, and then you're going to get a job, and then you're going to pay off your debt, and that. Predictable. What's the fun? What's the point? Why do you want to have a life as everyone else? Why do you want to just follow the path? I'm sure that you want to make your own path, but if you stay binging YouTube videos, and if you stay doing the same thing every single day, how do you expect yourself to get there? Nobody's going to come and save you. It's extremely unlikely. You need to carve your own path. You cannot depend on someone coming at, like, okay, my room used to be normal. Now it's these things. I used to just have like a normal desk right here with the laptop that my dad gave me from like a while ago. Now I have a new laptop, which is usually over there, but right now it's in my backpack. I have this lamp. I have more decorations in my room. I have some schizophrenic, I don't know, repetition on a whiteboard. I decided to get that whiteboard myself. I used to have a massive 3D printer around there. Now I have a bunch of cameras from my camera flipping business. I have this eye chart. I have like stuff hanging from my roof. I have cranes. Right now it's only 11 because this 12th one fell, but it's gonna become a lot more. So you can see I have it being tracked right there. 988. So it's gonna be a lot more. I have that bucket full of them. So Yeah, I literally have like I have like a pull-up bar and D bars for like calisthenics. On my room, I have these posters, which I got the frames off like AliExpress, and then I printed the posters myself at FedEx. And I have this bookshelf, this book with bookshelves that have changed my life. I have this tripod. I have a bunch of cameras. I have cameras that I use myself. Was because I decided to do that myself. I decided to take matters into my own hands. I decided to stop depending on other people. I decided to buy that camera. I decided to get this Aura ring and start tracking my health. I decided to get this G-Shock. Every single thing I've decided to do myself. I decided to print this ADHD fidget toy on my 3D printer. Who knows, maybe because of this fidget toy, I was able to focus on a educational YouTube video better, and that educational YouTube video ended up having the advice that would later change my life, that would later give me the final push of motivation. Oh, and also I have this random massive plant here, which I'm supposed to move. Let's say that YouTube video ends up being the thing that motivates me to take matters into my own hands, change my life, start this YouTube channel. You never know. You never know. All you know is that if you keep doing the same thing every day, make sure every day there's something new. You might want to start a journal where you write down every single day, and you just have like 2 or 3 lines, and you maybe even just 1 line, and you just say, what new thing happened today? What new thing did you do today? That's going to keep you accountable. If you just say, I went to school again today, I went to work again today, I followed same old, today was push, yesterday was legs, tomorrow we'll be back in biceps. What's the point? Then you're probably just not going to do the journal at all. What if instead you wrote, I went crane climbing at 2 a.m. with my friend? Next day, you write, oh no, I took a girl out on a spontaneous date that I just met when I was on a walk, when I was on a walk and I was on that walk, I was supposed to just think about where I wanted to go with my YouTube channel. But then I ended up taking a girl on a date. What if you just went and went to watch a movie, or you went to get a reservation at some restaurant for one person? Anything, literally anything. You can do anything. It doesn't matter what it is. As long as you try something new, as long as you escape your comfort zone, which humans have been conditioned to kind of stay in because of, like, evolutionarily, because let's say in primal days, you don't really want to escape your comfort zone and like go into the forest because there might be a bear there, or there might be an opposing tribe who wants to kill you. So people are kind of wanting to stay in their comfort zone because of evolutionary reasons. What if you bought an interesting book? What if you explored a different political ideology? What if you decide to look into veganism and you end up actually becoming vegan, and that actually becomes a part of your life, and that you actually realize, oh, I should become vegan? Or if you read a book, or I don't know, watch a lecture on becoming a carnivore, and that ends up making you become a carnivore, which is what I'm kind of working towards right now. So we're on the same page here. And I don't know, let's say that ends up increasing your health, and that increases your skin, and your skin starts to look better, and that attracts you to the girl, and that girl becomes your wife. Anything, just do anything. Keep trying new stuff, keep doing new stuff every day. Stop worrying about what other people are going to say. My room is crazy. I have a pegboard on the wall, and I have a bunch of stuff for the pegboard. My mom said, oh, here's Aditya doing crazy stuff again. He's getting a pegboard, something that's supposed to like be for a garage, and he's putting it in his room, being crazy again. She doesn't care anymore. She just like mentions it. She mentioned it once. She's never mentioned it after that. Do whatever you want. People don't care that much. Your parents probably aren't going to care that much. If they do, okay, it happens. Maybe from your parents, I don't know, disciplining you or something ends up being to your benefit. You never know. You never know. That's the most important 3 words of this video. You never know. Try something new. You never know. Goodbye.